Hey, Sal. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are
I'm good.
you?
I'm just hitting the start so that we don't lose track of time. Episode 15, Mind and Muscle Unleashed.
Yes, woohoo.
Yeah. Who thought we'd get here, hey?
That's it. Oh, we'll get there.
We'll do a little thank you to our sponsors.
Yep,
So, Fernwood, Salisbury, and Kojo Coffee. I actually have coffee in mine
me too.
today.
Me
Yep.
too.
Cheers to that.
Hmm. Yep.
um, we skipped last week. We just the stars didn't align for us last week, so um, apologies to all of our listeners for that. But we're back
Yes.
this week, so yeah.
Yeah. So, look, I think, what Chris and I have decided to do this week is I know we spent a lot of time in this space talking about deep stuff. So, that, our healing, our mindset work, rewriting old stories, reframing. And I guess why we love those conversations, and that's where the real transformation lies. Sometimes it's just not doable. So, today, we're not going to go there. We're going to give you a bit more of the lighter stuff today, just to get through on those really hard days where you just need to get through. That's what we're going to cover.
Yeah, I think that's really important because
Yeah.
the stuff that we have covered has been really awesome stuff,
Hmm.
and it's been life-changing stuff that can be implemented, but as we've talked about it, it's stuff that we have to practice
Hmm.
consistently over time for it to actually have an effect on us, and to have I don't like to say permanent because you've got to keep working at it, but
Yeah.
to have more of a lasting effect.
Change. Yeah.
um, but the reality is, right, it does take time, and some days like you just don't have it in you, and it's about survival, right?
Yeah, look, our brain and our body don't always have the bandwidth for breakthroughs. And some days you're not in the mood to actually dig deep and go deep. You're just trying to get through.
Mm.
And that's okay. Like I want everyone to know that's okay. Um, and
It's
that's
most
why,
certainly okay, and we do it too, right?
oh, I'm having that day today. Like
Yeah, yeah.
God help today, because and this is why I thought it would be really handy to discuss this, because I'm having that day today.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about those small things, the tiny shifts, the gentle resets. Um, and not because they fix everything, but because they remind us that we're still here and present. We're still worthy. We're still capable of taking the next little step. And we have to remember we don't always take big steps to get where we are.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's about taking those little steps.
yeah.
Yeah. And look, some of the ways we can do that, I guess going into what we mean by this is, I know it sounds so cliche, but get a little bit of light on your face. Like, you'd be surprised how much
100%. Yeah,
stepping out,
sunlight. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's not exactly sunny, but I mean, stepping outside and getting that outside environment on your face and body.
Yeah,
And, you
because
know,
what do you normally do when you're sick or when you're down in the dumps? What's you want to hibernate, right? You want to go
yeah.
within, and the last thing you feel like doing is going out and exposing yourself to natural light. But at the same
Uh-huh.
time, it's also not a difficult thing to do.
No, we do it by going in and out the house every day, but even just a bit of natural environment and that sunlight on you for 10 minutes can change your mood. It reduces your stress. It it regulates your body. And I
Mm-hmm.
know you might think how, but it does. That little bit of outside environment and sunshine actually helps you, especially if you're feeling flat. And I think, a lot of people will be like, I'll just sit here and scroll on my phone. Don't scroll, go outside in place of that. Like
Yeah,
that would be my first one, is
yeah.
get some
And
outside time.
do you think as well, understanding, because I think a lot of people most people put way too much pressure on themselves, and just understanding that these down days, it's not that you're doing anything wrong, that it's not that there's something wrong with you, it's just that some days are just like that, and that's okay. Like,
100%. Like we're human and we're not wired to have perfect days. And this is what society needs to understand, is to promote that we are human and we're going to have shitty days. So, I like when I talk to someone, I find it so much more easier to talk to someone, and I connect better with someone who is honest about, hey, I have shitty days, I have hard days, I'm human, I have feelings and I have emotions. I struggle to connect with someone if they don't have that realness and can admit
mm,
that, because
mm,
I guess emotions and those days where we're down and up, they actually make everything work, whether that's like any relationship, whether it's friendships, partnerships, whatever. That's is what makes the whole relationship work.
yeah. And it's funny because I actually used to be one of those people who, like, I didn't allow myself to acknowledge the bad days. Like, every day I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm this, I'm that, and didn't actually allow myself to acknowledge it because I just didn't. Whereas now, on the other side, like, I can actually say, yes, I'm having a tough one, I'm having a challenging one, I'm having a shit one, and actually, like, communicate that.
And you got to remember, when we don't communicate that, it manifests in us. So while we're caught in that cycle of those feelings, what's coming out to the other people around us is probably that negative, like, it could be abrupt speaking, it could be pushing people away. And while we don't see that, they do. So for
Mm.
me, and I'm sure this is half the people out there, I would rather not someone say to me, hey, I'm having a really emotional, shitty down day. So, like, just please, I just want to tell you so you know, so you're aware. Because then I know if that person is having a shit time, that might be why they're pulling away. That might be why they're grouchy.
Mm.
Not that it excuses a behavior, that's not what I'm saying, but in a way it does to a certain degree. But I'd rather know than not know.
Well, and that's the thing, like, you see around the place, there's a lot of this, like, you don't know what other people are going through. You don't know that people are having a tough time, and, be kind to them. But then at the same time, I think it is really important for us to communicate, particularly to the people around us, the close people around us, that we may not be in a good headspace on that day. And it can serve as a little reminder to other people, okay, well, maybe I need to be mindful. But I find, for me, that acknowledgement of that and communicating that to other people is, I then become more aware of how I am towards other people. And in doing that, I actually find that I'm probably more patient with people and a bit more understanding of other people. And because I'm so aware of where my headspace is at, I don't then get, like, abrupt with people and snappy at people.
Yeah. And the thing is, people don't know what they don't know. So,
Yeah.
one thing, and this is like one of my favorite sayings because I just think it's so true. You can't get mad at someone when you don't communicate your needs.
Yeah.
So, let that sink in. You can't get mad at people if you don't communicate your needs. And
It's so
it's
true.
true. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
true. Like, we're not mind readers. So, you want space, say, I want space. You do want things, express that. You don't want things, express that. You're having a shitty day, express that. Like, you're having a great day and you want to tell someone how much they mean, express that. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get, and I see so many people, definitely in my career, they come to me and they're like, oh, me and my partner or me and my best friend are having this problem. Have you communicated that? Oh, no. Well, then you don't have a right to be mad at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really don't. Like, they only know what they know.
So true.
So that
Yeah.
would be my first one though, is yeah, just getting outside and getting a bit of sunlight. I
Hmm.
think my second one is, and this one, I think people can be like, oh, really? But well, it works a treat for me. So play that one song. We all
Mm.
have one song, I reckon. One song that makes us cry, one song that just lifts us up. So play that song, because the reason why is music activates the reward system in our
Hmm.
brain,
Yeah.
and it can pull us out of whatever funk we're going through faster than any affirmation sometimes. So I know we spoke about affirmations and stuff, but when you're at a level on surface level, no affirmation is going to work. Sometimes it's something deeper that gives your brain that chemical of reward. And a song does that. It's proven that music can do that. So put on your
and if it's
favorite
something you
song.
can sing to or dance to, like blast that shit.
Oh, me and my kids always do. Like, if anyone on my Instagram can see that we dance around the house, and we do, because those small moments have so much happiness in them. Like, they really do. They are a small thing that we do in everyday life, but they hold such deep and meaningful moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
So play that song.
Play that song. Is it?
Yeah.
That's a song in itself, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it play that song?
I'm going to Google that after now. I actually didn't know that was, but there you go.
It is. It is.
Oh, there you go. That might have to be my new song.
Turn it down, please, Bobby.
I think the next one, you know, and this one is this one a lot of people say, but how can that work? But I want you all to try it. So it's do something that is 2 minutes or less. It might mean you make your bed when you don't normally make your bed, if you don't normally make your bed.
Sebby, turn it down, please. Bring it here then. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. See, life. This is life.
No, but I think I said too loudly, turn it up and blast it, because my son just took that on board.
Literally.
There.
Yeah, so make your bed if you don't normally make your bed, or, you know, text someone, say hello. Refill your water bottle because we need to get our water in. Like, it's those small wins, and the reason why we do those kind of things is because it gives your brain that little hit of I did something, I achieved something. Yes, it might be small, but when you think about it, all those small little things you do during the day equal up to big things. Where sometimes when we don't do those things, we just sit there and do nothing, and then we're like, oh, we've done nothing today, which makes you feel worse.
Instead of like focusing on like the big things, just go, okay, what's something really small that I can just do right now in 2 minutes?
Yeah, like don't go.
You've achieved something.
Yeah, don't go dusting or do the big jobs, you know, just do the small jobs, make your bed. It could be, you know, like even texting someone saying, you know, because again, we don't know what's going on in other people's lives. Text someone and just, hey, hope you're having a good day. Or, yeah, fill your water bottle so that you drink the water in your water bottle. Like those little things, they mean so much more than we actually realize.
Light a candle.
Yeah, light a candle, anything like that. Like it's like put some incense on. I did that this morning. I put my incense stick on and I just sat there and I had my first 2 sips of my morning coffee, and I was like, I could just feel that moment soaking in. Like it felt really good because I was like, this is the moment I need right now.
Yeah.
So and it sounds silly because it's something so little, but it works. It really does. And I think we forget that, you know, like you said before, these things, all that we've been working on in the past, these deep things, they take time. So you got to say to yourself, like, hey, it's okay that you feel like this. And keyword you, not I, you. Hey, it's okay that you feel like this. And you don't have to fix this right now, because we don't. We don't have to fix whatever we're going through.
That's really important. We don't have to fix it right now. Like, take that pressure off yourself.
Because at the end of the day, you don't have to. You have every right to sit in, like we sit here and we talk about, you know, acknowledging those feelings. So that is that moment. You can't acknowledge it if you don't try sit with it and if you want to fix it, you can't sit with it because you're too busy trying to work out what you need to do. So don't try fix it. And that alone, not trying to fix it, will take the pressure off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just all these little things, I think, that we overestimate how much these little things work. And we go for the big, deep things. And like I said, while that, yes, they hold the serious momentum, not every day you can dig deep. Not every day you can actually sit so deep in your emotions and work out how to work through them. And I guess just understanding that everyone out there goes through this. Everyone has those days where they're just coasting through and they're just doing the little 1%ers to get them through.
Surviving.
Yeah, surviving, like
Yeah.
100%. And there's days where we just have to do that. Like it just is what it is, really.
Yeah. Because we still have to get through the day as functioning human beings, like especially, you know, if you've got a job or if you've got children or, you know, you actually have to keep going.
Yeah, and like I remember when I was at uni, we went through like a well-being part of our stuff, and the lecturer said, "Okay, what would happen if we didn't do this lecture today?" And we were all like, "But we have to do it today." And he's like, "Why do we have to do it today?" And he's like, a few of us answered, and we're like, "Well, it's part of our curriculum base for today. Like that's what we're covering today." He goes, "But what if we can't?" He goes, "Is that going to affect all of us finishing this degree?" And it was true. No, it's not. We will find a way to pick that up later. Like, it was just so powerful that one little way he reframed that was like, wow, yeah, what if this didn't happen today? We would be okay. We would be able to pick it up somewhere else. So don't worry about what you want to work through on the tough days. You can pick it up tomorrow. Just do those 1%ers today or whatever day you're feeling, that you're in that kind of day. But it's just really the small things. Yeah. And I think in those small things, communication is key, even if it's just the basic of, like, for example, today with you, I just said, hey, today's just not my day. Like, but just so you knew, because I might be writing something and it might be coming through a bit short or snappy, and I want you to know, because you don't deserve what's on the other side of my bad day.
Yeah.
So it's just communicating.
And it's not complaining. Like, I think,
No.
you know, a lot of us grew up with parents that, you know, and they were all doing their very best, but a lot of us grew up with this like don't complain type attitude. And I think, you know, it means that we feel that if we're communicating that we're not having the best time or that something's not right, you know, a lot of people worry that they're complaining, but it's not complaining, it's communicating. Like, do you know what I mean? I think it's really important that people understand that there is a difference between complaining and complaining constantly and daily and all the time, and simply communicating how they're feeling.
100%. And I think in that, exactly what you've said there, within that comes vulnerability. Now, look, I am very big on vulnerability, and I'm a lot better at it now. I never used to be. I used to be horrible with vulnerability, but now I'm totally different. I will say how I feel, what I think, the honest opinion. I'll put it out there if I've got feelings, because at the end of the day, vulnerability doesn't make us bad. And that's what a lot of people think. I think when people feel vulnerable, they feel bad, like about themselves. Vulnerability is actually a very good trait to have. It doesn't make you bad or weak. And I hear this so much in my therapy sessions, like, oh, but if I'm vulnerable, I'm weak. No, you're not. You're actually stronger if you can be vulnerable.
Stronger.
Yeah. So don't be scared to be vulnerable, because not holding back on that vulnerability, you could miss some beautiful things in life.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I don't think that's, again, society has all these ways of doing things, but why do we have to follow what society says?
Definitely.
The more we change, the more society will change.
Yeah. So we've got daylight, we've got music, we've got do something that takes less than 2 minutes.
Yep. And another one is tell yourself it's okay to be where I'm at. That one liner, it's just a mindset shift that will it's so powerful that it's okay to be where I'm at,
Yeah.
because sometimes we feel worse because we think we should feel better.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So, no, just say to yourself, it's okay to be where I'm at, or it's okay to be where you're at, because we want to keep always referring to ourselves
Yeah.
as that, second person. And again, that's because if I was to say, it's okay to be where I'm at, I don't really believe it. But if I was to say to you, it's okay to be where you're at, Chris, I believe that and that I feel that.
Mm.
So saying you in that second person, it gives it more weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and we have covered that, but just to reiterate that, like speaking to yourself as a second person holds a lot more weight than the
Yeah.
first person, than I.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, it's just about those small things. And look, there's lots of other small things you can do. Like you just have to find what works for you and
Mm.
what's going to give you that little feeling of those small steps.
Yeah. And then hopefully, like by doing that stuff, then you might start to feel in a place where you could maybe even go and do a little bit of movement or something like that. Like even go for a walk or like it doesn't have to be a full blown exercise session, but
Yeah.
like just do some movement. So, even with your music playing on in the lounge room, dance around, movement, like is so good for you.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's what we forget is those little things like that, like dancing around your lounge room. It's small thing, but it's movement. It's getting
Yeah.
that body moving.
Yeah.
So
And you
yeah,
might not be able to get to the gym for a workout. Like, we all know how much better we feel after a workout, but like
yeah.
you might not even be able to get to the gym for a workout. So maybe just dance around your lounge room or I don't know, like just run on the spot for a little bit and do some star jumps, do some push-ups, do some squats, like even make it 15 minutes of movement.
It's so funny because I am actually going to post this week, but there's a really good exercise. It's not, I wouldn't even say it's an exercise. It's just a movement you can do when you're feeling like in those days when it's just all too much and you don't even want to do your walking.
Mm.
It's a small movement, but it's pretty powerful. And all it is standing up and swinging your arms like straight above your head and then straight down behind your back and a
Mhm.
little bit of bend in it and just getting that windmill effect. It just releases so much of the negative that's in your body. And
Yeah,
it's the
interesting.
smallest movement. It's
Yeah.
like, I guarantee if you all try it on a day when you're having a really hard day, you'll be like, wow, that really worked.
You have to share
I'll,
that on our
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
record it and I'll put it on
record it and
our
share it.
page.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's something I did it 3 times this morning.
Yeah.
Because, like I woke up and I was already in this state of mind. So I was like, right, I'm not gonna sit here and do my morning routine of affirmations and this. I don't have the time to do that bullshit today. Like I was like, no, just get up out of bed.
Just
And I
don't
just
have
did
it in
my
you.
arm swings and I was like,
Yeah.
now it's coffee time. Like you just need sometimes something totally different.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like I haven't gone outside yet, but I will at some stage because this weather is terrible.
It's
But
horrible
yeah,
out there.
I've lit some incense today. I didn't make the bed, but I stripped the bed and washed the sheets. I'm still not 100% in terms of my energy. So
Yeah.
I thought instead of doing like a full on workout, I was like, I'm just going to set a timer for 20 minutes and I'm just going to do a few rounds of like a little bit of treadmill, some push ups, some pull ups. And I literally just did 20 minutes and had a shower. And like, I feel just so much better after having done that. Like,
And it's
you
those
know,
little things that it's just because your body got that little bit of movement that it needed.
yeah,
It's because it releases those little movements. Everyone thinks we have to do big things to release the tension that's in our body. It can be a little movement to release it.
yeah. You
It's
don't have to have
just,
like go and have a big spa day or a massage. Like those things are great, but like, when
I
you're stuck
wouldn't
at
know, but
home,
no, but
you
no,
know,
yeah,
with
it
the
is.
kids, like what can you do? Think
Yeah.
about the easy things that you can do.
And it's a big thing, especially when you've got neurodivergent children. And this is something I do with Lace a lot, is like when she's overstimulated and stuff, yeah, I'll get her to do the arm swing thing. I get her to do like we call it a silly dance. It's a little dance with a couple of movements that works for neurodivergent children, because they have fun doing it and they don't even know that they're releasing all that overstimulation in their body.
Yeah.
So it works wonders in many situations.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that, like, all that stuff, just, if you think of it as though you're literally just trying to get through the day in the best way possible, like, and then tomorrow you can get back to the big things. Like,
they're going to still be there.
they're
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They're going to still be there for you to get back to. So
yeah,
some days, it's just about being kind to yourself. Because if you said to me, Sal, I'm having a really bad day today, I wouldn't say to you, okay, well, you need to go for a 5K walk. You need to do this. I'd be like, you know what, just be gentle with yourself today. So think about the advice you would give someone else if they said that to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we're always harder on ourselves.
Yeah. And then, once you get through that day and, you're starting to be in a bit more of a clearer headspace, then, there's other things you can start to look at just to, see what else can you do moving forward to make those days easier as well. Like maybe get some blood tests and check where your levels are at and that sort of thing.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's important to know that sometimes the one thing we don't feel like doing might just be the thing that we need. Like, for instance, I had a birthday last night and I wasn't going to go. And I can say this honestly because my girlfriend knows. So she'll be like, so thankful that I'm being honest and raw about it. But, I wanted to cancel. I was ready to cancel. I typed the message and I was going to send it to her. And then I was like, you know what? I'm in my head. Maybe this is the one thing that I need to do. So I went. Didn't stay long. But my child had other plans for me. But no, look, I was in a bit of a yucky space. So, but even though I only stayed a short amount of time because of that, I'm proud that I went because I was going to cancel. So
it would have been easier to cancel.
100%. 100%. That's it. It would have been easier just to.
Yeah.
But what I've done, sat there and felt worse. So I think just the process of putting on a nice dress, getting done up, like the fact that I had done that made me feel a little bit better in myself.
Yeah.
So not like, don't get me wrong, it was great to go out, but it just getting ready for that as well made me feel a little bit better about myself. So remember, the one little thing or the one thing that you put off might be the one thing that you need.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think, like you said, blood tests, supplements, anything like that to help you is super important.
This time of year,
Yeah.
Like I think at this time of year, a lot of people really underestimate the impact of like vitamin D.
Oh yeah.
For me, that's huge. Like I get SAD in winter, seasonal affective disorder, and basically my vitamin D tanks because like I'm somebody who in summer and in nicer like weather, I'm outside in the sun, and I get so much vitamin D. And I always get to a certain point in winter where I just feel down in the dumps and, just not in a good place. And it always sneaks up on me. And every year I say, I'm going to be better next year. I'm going to start taking vitamin D like as soon as winter starts coming. And every year I get to that point, I'm like, I haven't done it. But I went and got blood tests a couple of weeks ago and like my vitamin D levels were so low and, just started supplementing once again with vitamin D. Another one that I really swear by is L-theanine as well, which is amazing for like anxiety and nervous system health. So, even just things like that, ashwagandha is incredible. And I've also started taking Shazandra as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
just things like that. So starting to look at, like, I think they're the easy wins as well. Like, you know, it's pretty easy to get those sorts of things in. It's just being aware of them. So yeah, I think the vitamin D is a big one, especially for this time of year. Like, I think so many people have vitamin D deficiency at the moment and just are completely unaware of it. So, you know, maybe even look to that sort of stuff. And then the other thing as well, like, sometimes it could be something that you're not necessarily going to be able to fix. Like, it could just be related to your cycle, or it could be perimenopause related. Like,
Yeah.
it's, you know, things like that. So if you put all this pressure on yourself that you've got to fix this thing when it's simply just hormonal, like, do you know what I mean?
And that comes back to, we don't have to fix this right
Yeah.
now, because sometimes it's not fixable.
Yeah.
That's
exactly
that's
right.
it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
100%. Like, don't go in with the mentality every day, oh, I have to fix this. I have to fix how I feel. No, you have a right to feel that way. The emotions come up for a reason. They want us to feel them. They need to be acknowledged before we can actually deal with them. So let them come up and let them be. Don't try fix anything straight away.
Yeah. I reckon we should probably in our next one look at our cycle.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
how we can use that to our advantage in training and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because that's a big one. I think yeah, there's so much in that one that we can cover.
Yeah, and then we can start looking at perimenopause, because that's a can of worms as well.
That one I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
That one I'm looking forward to.
Guess what? We're at 31 minutes. We're
There you go. Look at that.
another one down.
But see, even doing this just boosted my day. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
I think
It's the
another
small
one we
wins.
should maybe add into that is have a FaceTime or a Zoom meeting with somebody that,
Yeah.
you know, you care about, that makes you happy. Because same for me, like, just even being on here and seeing your face and having this chat with you, like, I actually feel better as well.
Yeah. Oh. No, but it is true. I feel better, so it's good.
Yeah.
And it's good to share what we know with everyone else. So, because we don't know who else is feeling this today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, or any other day for that matter. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Well,
thank you, everyone.
Thanks to all of our listeners. And yeah, I think we've got a few listeners now. So just make sure if you do follow us that you subscribe, and we'd love your comments as well. We'd love if you shared with people. Like, if you know somebody who would benefit from any of the episodes that we've done, like, share it, tag us, let us know what you've got out of them. Like, we would love to hear that as well.
And don't forget, if there's anything you guys want us to cover, we're here for you. So send it in to us on Instagram and let us know what you want us to talk about, because that's why we're here.
100%. And thanks to our sponsors, Kojo Coffee, Fernwood Salisbury.
Thank you.
And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.